first night, they don't matter. I search for one much better. She emotional like's been better, but this shit just don't add up. I'm subtracting my feelings when the pills pop. I'm kneeling, cut my phone. This your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. Fah Fah. You know what it is, man. Coming today to talk to y'all about a little boxing news and a little breaking news bullshit, man, that just happened over the course of yesterday, and some just more news I just found out breaking today. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I ain't gonna waste no time. It's kind of got me blown. It's gonna blow y'all, and every viewer that probably preview this shit is gonna be blown. So let's just all just go ahead and just get this bullshit out the way.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Okay, so Deontay Wilder, as we all know, over the weekend, or as I stated on my last video, was supposed to do a press conference on Tuesday, May the 18th, and he basically was going to let us know about his plans. Is he going to sign with DAZN? Is he going to take the Top Rank deal? Is he going to go with Showtime? So he elaborated, or more or less, Stephen Espinoza elaborated, and he let us know what was going on, and he proceeded to speak for Deontay Wilder because he was too much of a coward to go ahead and let us know himself by saying that, you know, Stephen Espinoza elaborated on saying how people were talking about how Showtime doesn't have the money to pay Deontay or retain his services, how, you know, Deontay Wilder has made his home at Showtime, and how he's grown, how he's grown and built his career at Showtime with his 39 plus fights, 40 to be exact, and how, you know, the rumors of them not having money is not true. Well, I personally don't give a shit because all we've got is 40 fights of bullshit from Deontay Wilder. 2 fights from 2 guys that he tried to cherry pick. One being old with high blood pressure. Another guy that's just, you know what I'm saying, lost 2 human beings of weight. But we already know that, man. That's old news, but let's just get updated on the bullshit. Well, the conference was, let me just go ahead and just get this out the way. Man, the conference was worse than the AJ Big Baby Miller charade that happened, you know, in Madison Square Garden. I say that by saying this, man. Deontay wanted to tell his story on what happened through Breazeale because, you know, the host tried to narrate and elaborate that and just build the whole talk of the fight and the press of the fight based off the beef. And just so you guys know, the fight will be on Showtime. It won't be on Fox. Who knows if they're going to do pay-per-view or if they're not. Either way, nobody wants to see this shit. Nobody wants to pay for it. Yes, it's my business to bring you the news, but if I don't like something, man, this is my platform. I'm going to tell you what I fuck with and what I don't fuck with. And this is some shit that I absolutely do not fuck with. So there you have it. I'm letting you know my opinion on it. Yes, I hope Breazeale wins. If you want my analysis, there's a chance that he probably will not win, but he is worlds above the competition that Deontay Wilder has faced. I would say out of his previous 38 opponents before he got to his 40 victories. Speaking on Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury, I would say everybody else that he's faced, yes, Dominic Breazeale is a lot better, and out of all of the guys he faced, Dominic Breazeale has a way better chance. So he has a chance of gassing Deontay Wilder or potentially, you know, doing some damage because he doesn't have a problem putting on pressure. You know, AJ took AJ a while to get him out of there because the dude has, you know what I'm saying, the chin of a monster, but either way, back to the bullshit. So Deontay Wilder was just heckling Dominic Breazeale the whole time he was trying to speak, tell his side of the story. But you know, when Breazeale came up to present himself, he let Deontay Wilder know that he was a chump, and he said that in every sense of the word. You attacked that man when he was out in his family. He's seeking redemption for that reason. Yeah, I'm speeding through this a little bit because, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot, and I'm just tired of focusing all my time on just this whole prima donna, you know what I'm saying, just runway show of, you know what I'm saying, Deontay Wilder's, you know what I mean, over, you know what I'm saying, preach, you know what I'm saying, overzealous, you know what I'm saying, bullshit. The nonsense just will never end, man. Like, he just continues to narrate and reverberate more nonsense, man. I'm just tired of just the reverb of the same regurgitated segments that segments that are just preached over and over and over and over again, man. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, just neck deep in this man's fucking bullshit. Alright, well, you know what I mean, basically, you know, he heckled Dominic Breazeale worse than, you know what I'm saying, Big Baby Miller did AJ with the yo mama jokes. I would just say, you know what I'm saying, for from my point of view, that, you know what I'm saying, the heckling was, you know what I'm saying, even of lower taste than the Yo Mama jokes. You know, Big Baby heckled in between Anthony Joshua trying to speak a little bit. Deontay Wilder just heckled the whole entire time. He was trying to tell his story on top of it, talking about Dominic Breazeale sucker punched him in the back of his head. We all know this video out there. We know what happened. We know that he rushed with a whole entourage. But hey, man, you know what I'm saying? What Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying, speaks is even more visually stunning than what your own eyes can, you know what I'm saying, can behold. And, you know what I'm saying, there's no truth, you know what I'm saying, left to be seen in our own eyes, because, you know, Deontay's truth is, you know what I'm saying, is far more visual than what we can interpret ourselves. So, hey, you know what I'm saying, Deontay Wilder knows best, man. That's just, you know what I'm saying, he needs to start making shirts the way Deontay knows best, because he just feels as though he knows best. He has all of the answers. He just knows everything. Man, when Dominic Breazeale spoke, he sat down, and he just probably spoke for about 2 minutes. When Deontay Wilder spoke, he stood up, he took the podium like the preacher he is. If he was a preacher, I would compare him to Creflo Dollar. And if you don't know who Creflo Dollar is, he is the guy who tried to, you know what I'm saying, usher his, you know, whole, you know what I'm saying, biblical administration to go ahead and just throw their, you know what I mean, hard-earned dollars into the collection plate so he could buy a private jet for himself, because the Gulfstream 2 wasn't enough. He needed the Gulfstream 5 or the 6. So that just lets you know that I'm comparing this guy to, you know what I'm saying, a paid pastor, you know what I'm saying, a crook, a preacher with dollar bills in his eyes. You know what I'm saying, with nothing but dollars in his souls. And we know gluttony is one of, you know what I'm saying, the most deadly of the sins. And he's saying that he's staying with Showtime for the reason that Floyd Mayweather did it. So this guy's even more delusional, because he's comparing himself to Floyd Mayweather. There's one thing Floyd Mayweather had when he betted on himself by paying that $750,000 to get out of that contract with Top Rank and Bob Arum and betting on himself. Floyd was a 3-time world champion, and another thing is, Floyd has the defense, Floyd had the hand speed, Floyd had the pizzazz, Floyd could actually speak even though he can't even probably read, you know what I'm saying, the introduction of a Harry Potter book, you know what I'm saying, shots fired, boom, boom, yes, I just did that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I'm going to crack jokes on your favorite fighter, but yeah, Floyd is my favorite fighter, so, you know what I'm saying, no harm, no foul. He does it to other people, so why can't I? As I continue, you know what I'm saying, your skill isn't up to Floyd Mayweather's, you don't have that type of, you know, talent, you don't have that upper echelon defense, you don't even know how to pop shot, you know what I'm saying, you don't know how to do, you don't even know the basic fundamentals of boxing, you know what I'm saying, your punch to the jaws of, you know what I'm saying, bolo punches, because they have no direction and no aim. Who knows what you're going to hit? You might hit a rafter, you might hit a fan, you know what I'm saying, you might hit a nigga ankle, you might hit everything else but the target, you know what I mean, and if you do hit the target, it might be, you know what I'm saying, points deducted, because you have no idea where the shot is going to go. And I proceeded to say that the right arm is a chicken wing and it's going to fall apart. You know what I'm saying? Baby girl is getting brittle on him, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the limb is going to fall off eventually, man. The branch is getting rotted, and it will eventually erode and fall from the tree. That's how I feel about his arm. You know what I'm saying? So call me, you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to call me, say I'm hating on the man or whatever, but, you know, when you pass up 120 million, and I thought it was 100 million, we all thought it was 100 million, and we finding out through Shelly Finkel and Deontay Wilder's camp that it was 120 million, and he passed it up for the same fight that he's taking on May 18th. These are the reasons that I'm fired up. The same fight that he's taking on May 18th is the same fight that, you know, he would be taking with the DAZN contract. And for you people that are out there, you Deontay Wilder delusional LDBC Rainbow Coalition weirdos, man, your whole brain is like a Rubik's Cube. But y'all, I just can't stand it. But anyway, like I was saying, so those 3 fights were contingent upon the same fight that he's about to take now. But, you know, supposedly that's the other breaking news. Since we're going into that, this all bridges together. Showtime is supposed to be giving Deontay Wilder a three-fight deal. And it's supposed to have Vladimir Klitschko in it, but we'll touch on that in a second. We're just going to keep staying on course, man. Let me continue to drive this car. 2 hands up, you know what it is. Yeah, so Deontay Wilder passed up that 3-fight deal that was contingent on the fight that he was about to have with Dominic Breazeale, and the other 2 fights with AJ, the one true king, the 4-belt holder champion. You know what I mean? You passed that up, $120 million, so you're going to get $50 million for those 2 fights, a 9-figure deal to take a fight with Dominic Breazeale in Showtime. And you mean to tell me the reason they said they didn't sign it is because they didn't know what AJ was getting paid? What difference do it make? You've never even seen over $10 million in your career. And I'm mean, that might even be a stretch from where I'm sitting because you couldn't sell out 13,000 seats on your first pay-per-view. So, hey, man, this is just me telling the truth, man. I'm telling it like it is, man. I'm just not beating on somebody just because. I'm just calling it how I see it. And as a fan and as a person who sits where I'm coming from, who does my homework on this shit, I'm telling you this is nonsense and everybody should be upset about it. And to hear that this guy's going to fight Vladimir Klitschko and his supposed 3-fight deal that he's going to get with Showtime, how much money do you honestly believe that's going to net him? You have a guy who has been sitting out at least a couple of years since the AJ fight, who was supposed to come back to fight Deontay Wilder after the second fight on a 3-fight deal. So you mean to tell me Dominic Breazeale and Vladimir Klitschko are going to be a part of their 3-fight deal, supposedly, and who would be the third guy? I'll wait. That package probably isn't even worth no more than $15 million. And I'll have to say you probably had to play Klitschko a majority of that money because he's the A side of the guy and he's just coming off of a loss with Anthony Joshua and sitting on the sideline because he has the better pedigree and the better resume. And that fight, to be perfectly honest, fight fans, is a more lethal and more deadly fight than half of the, you know what I'm saying, the other fights that he could take. And it's high risk and an extremely low reward. I'm talking about a grain of rice. Yeah. This much reward. About the size of a grain of rice. Yeah. So, sure, bud. You take that. You do that if you want to do it. You say you all about legacy. You all about one face, one name. Kings don't chase kings. More like, you know what I'm saying, you're just a jack of all trades, and all of you juggling around is bullshit. You keep juggling bullshit. Like I said, the same regurgitated narrative over and over again. We keep hearing this constant bullshit that comes out of his mouth. And I don't know, and I'm just speaking to the Deontay Wilder fans. So anybody listening, I think I'm aiming that to just the viewers that believe in what he says, because I know any sensible, logical individual is not believing in what he says, man. These Deontay Wilder fans, man, if y'all can't see what he juggled and what he jumped from, and I know y'all try to bring up the 50 million, man, he's just not putting on, man. And y'all say he's holding out and this Showtime deal is going to be so great. Well, we already know the fights that he's going to be taking here in the future if it's a part of this 3-fight deal. None of that is going to accumulate $120 million, my friend. I'm sorry. And if any of that is going to go to pay-per-view, who is going to buy it? 10 million homes streamed the fight illegally when it came to the Fury Wilder fight. I mean, shit, this guy has the personality of a goddamn dead tomato, man. A sun-dried tomato, man. Straight like that, man. Deontay Wilder is not that guy, man. He is not that guy. He is not that guy. I can't say it enough, man. This is Mr. Two Hands Up. Yeah, I got to report on this shit, man. And these are the things that we have to talk about. We have to talk about how many times he's going to duck Anthony Joshua and things of that nature. So that just lets you know right there how scared of him he truly is. He is scared of Anthony Joshua. You were going to turn down a 9-figure deal to go fight for pennies, man. I swear to God, you were stepping over Brinks trucks of monies, man, to pick up IOUs. I can't even put dollars in what I normally say. I can't even say you stepping over, you know what I'm saying, dollars to pick up money. You were stepping over Brinks trucks full of hundreds to pick up IOUs and monopoly money, bro. Straight like that. This man is the Baltic Avenue of boxing. I swear to God, he is the Baltic Avenue of boxing. If you guys are still on board, and if you're an American, I'm American as well. If you believe in this guy, man, something wrong with you. I'm so glad I'm from, you know what I'm saying, Maryland, man. I'm from the home of Jared Hurd, the real guy that puts on at PBC. Not these other clowns, man. This Mr. Two Hands Up. You know what it is, man. I'm firing off on these clowns. Oh, yeah, man. And we're going to end this off a little different. We're going to have a little clip in this joint, man, and I'm just going to express and maybe a little bit of satire of how I feel about Mr. Deontay Wilder ducking and all of that crap.
Are the stories about you true? They say your mother is an immortal goddess. They say you can't be killed.
I wouldn't be bothering with the shield then, would I?
The Thessalonian you're fighting. He's the biggest man I've ever seen. I wouldn't want to fight him.
That's why no one will remember your name.
Craig, have you seen my shoe? What's that for? Protection? Protection? Protection from who? Oh, man. Your mother and I never would have moved in this neighborhood if we had known you need a gun to walk down the damn street. You know how it is around here. Oh, no, son, that's not the way it is. You kids today are nothing but punks. Sissified. So quick to pick up a gun. You're scared to take an ass whipping. This one makes you a man. When I was growing up, this was all the protection we needed. You win some, you lose some. But you live. You live to fight another day.
Man, this Mr. Two Hands Up, man, bringing y'all the boxing news, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Always keeping it official, always staying 100. And I don't care how the rest feel, man, because I'm going to kick it how I kick this shit, man. As we always say when we close off at the end of this jump, man, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Respect, though.